Hello there. Happy Thursday. It's rainy here in North Carolina. You can probably see the rain on the windows. I'm Kelly. I'm going to be really quick because we got to keep these videos under 10 minutes for some reason. Can you pay money and have like a longer video? Seriously. And if not, I mean, like, who do you call? Who do you call? Who do you write? Who do you email saying, hey, this is Kelly over here in North Carolina. Can we have a little longer than 10 minutes, please, on these TikTok videos? So I've been sober since November 1st from alcohol. I had 10 years of continuous sobriety, came out here to North Carolina. Many significant changes occurred in my move from Arizona to North Carolina. Today we had an amazing meeting, you guys, with only 4 ladies over on the island on the beach. And we talked about, I'm going to read this to you. And you know what's funny? I have always wanted to find this passage again. And when we read the doctor's opinion today, I found it. And you know what? It was highlighted. Hello. There is the type who always believes that after being entirely free from alcohol for a period of time, he can take a drink without danger. That was me. You know, and I know that my family, who's mainly normies, right? You know, they would always probably think that, like, what the hell? What part of this, program does Kelly not get? Because I was like it's a long story. But yeah, I just could not get it through my head. After I relapsed after 10 years. I don't know. I'm just one of those alcoholics that it takes multiple DUIs, multiple car crashes, irreparable almost, I think, relationships in our life, particularly with family members. So basically what I was going to say is about what I just read to you is that, I would get like 3 weeks sometimes. I'm sorry, I make a lot of weird faces. Or I would get 3 months, okay? Whatever that looked like. Maybe I got 9 months. But the further and further and further and further away people we get away from the drink, we forget. Because guess what? Something that my sponsor taught me for close to 12 years, because I had some little mishaps before I started getting this. Anyway, she would always say, the further and further away, you forget, because 80% of the disease of alcoholism resides in your what? It's all about our thinking. It's all about learning new ways to either work on your character defects, maybe, right? And, and for me personally, okay, I can be really selfish. Ooh, boy. And, so I know that I need to work on selfishness, right? I can be kind of moody. I can be moody. Thankfully, I do take some medication that helps me kind of maintain my homeostasis rather than just going up and down and making my poor husband crazy. But here's the other thing we talked about. I'm doing actually really good with my time. Because I'm talking fast. Time management. I was always pretty good at that at work. Oh, by the way, work. I am a retired therapist. Mental health, particularly addictions recovery. And where the hell was I going with? Oh, so the other thing we were talking about today in the meeting, and I actually brought this up because we were, reading along the doctor's opinion, which literally, you guys, I want to freaking eat this chapter. Like, I resonate with so much in this chapter. So in terms of, Alcoholics Anonymous history and how it, started to evolve, right, in like the early 1930s, I believe, maybe even like 1929, but I think I'm close. And what I was discussing in our women's meeting this morning was the fact that, present day, right? I mean, it's all over media. If you're an alcoholic, call this number, right? And the other thing too is being in the program and having such a tremendous support of women in the program, right? They help me. They help me stay sober because we share each other's tools, right? I might say, Michelle, how long are you meditating for? And she might say, well, about, 20 minutes. And how's that working? Just stuff like that. We exchange these fundamental things, which are talked about in the 12 steps, right? And speaking of the 12 step, which is prayer and meditation and carrying this message to other alcoholics. I gotta take a breath. I don't have any water. Okay. Well, you know what? Thank you so much for watching this. I really appreciate it. That's just kind of just wanted to throw it in there type of thing. But so anyway, getting back to, how, the pioneers, right, of Alcoholics Anonymous, Bill Wilson and, Dr. Silkworth and all those awesome people, they didn't have a lot of people in AA at that time, right? But the super cool, phenomenal thing about that period of time with AA, listen up, this is so cool. At least it's my theory. Who knows? I could be way off. See, that's my ego. I think I have like this great idea. But that is how instrumental and how it worked in the good old days. And they didn't have a lot of resources. They didn't have social media. They didn't have texting. Hey, dude, if you're struggling, meet me at so-and-so at 7:00 for a men's meeting, So my point, and I think I made it pretty clear already, is that, I'm just going to say it again. I say it all the time. This program has absolutely saved my life. And it gives me a design. Gives me a real clear design on how I can really be. This is, trite, and maybe people say this all the time. But it helps me become the best version of myself. And quite frankly, through graduate school, I just continued to learn about how important it was for me, to do something on an activism level, just some kind of social work that was meaningful. And let me say this right now. Guess what happened today? It'll make me cry. It'll really make me cry. My girlfriend picked me up on the way to the meeting, and then she brought me back because John had the car. Because we have one car because I crashed it 6 months ago when I drank. Anyway, Angie, that doesn't break her anonymity. No, I'm not breaking her anonymity. There could be many Angies. She hung back with me, and we sat on the front patio, and the rain was just perfect, just a gentle rain. And that hour and a half, you guys, that I had with my friend, it reminded me that I can kind of still do a little bit of therapy within the program. And I did, and she explained some really tough things, real tough, some tough shit going on in her life. And I really did kind of have some ideas for her to do. They were like writing exercises. And she's like, oh my gosh, that's really cool. And I said, do it. And you know what I told her? I said, do that so you don't end up with my sorry ass and spend, 6 miserable years of the wrong partner, which I did. And just learning how to develop, hobbies, interests, goals. I have a goal to write a book, which I'm working on it. But anyway, she and I had the most meaningful together time, you guys. And I can't even remember when I've had such good, solid, wonderful girl time, AA. Look at me, 9:50. Have a wonderful day. Peace and blessings. I love everybody. Bye.